I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore, but I do know when the weather's nice enough to go flying, we fly. And so that's all that really matters, right? Hopefully you all are staying safe, and I'm kind of joking a little bit, but honestly, I really don't know what day of the week it is. Let me know in the comments below. Where are we? Who are we?
So didn't I say if someone came up with a good name for this, I'd fly it?
Yeah, but you've avoided the comments.
No, I saw one. I opened the comments just briefly, and the first one I saw, I believe, was from one of our patrons, Nathan. I think Tim suggested the name Elmer. And I love it.
I love Elmer. What's up, Elmer?
Whoever suggested, I'm pretty sure it was you, Tim. Elmer. That is now Elmer, and he is going to be flown today by me.
So yeah, the beautiful thing about this is I'm going to do the intro, and Abby's going to actually go fly.
I am full on quarantine, no makeup, hairstyle, hole in the jeans. I am looking a complete and total mess. So Nate, you can film me from afar. This is
an awesome plane. I saw this when I grabbed the plane and I got it out of the car. I saw this, Abby. You're going to think it's hilarious. Amelia wants to be a part of this airplane flight so bad. Listen,
she threw her sucker.
Yeah, there's a sticky sucker on the airplane.
Is that stained?
I think so, yeah. So this is just part of, this is life. This is life right now. Listen, you guys that are just tuning in, maybe for the first time ever, this is what we do. We're the TheRcSaylors. It's like a fun family vloggy channel. Sailors our last name, and we have RC Fun. It's not your traditional channel, and it hasn't been for the last 7 years. You know, we're just kind of goofballs, and we're all losing. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. This airplane was going to be plan B for today. We went to the park, which is now opened. Yay, park's opened after 2 months. At least our local one is. And if it was closed, this was going to be plan B. But when we got back home, we were like, wow. At least I was like, wow, perfect flying weather. So we can't fit a lot of planes in our car at one time. This one's kind of big. Still fits in there in one piece. But I said, Abby, I think you got to fly this.
Well, and I agreed because I knew about that comment. I just hadn't told you about it yet.
Well, this is just such an awesome plane. If you haven't seen this plane before, I just want to go out on a limb here and say you can fly on 3S, 4S, 2200 to 3200. It's a really well-rounded plane and what I consider to be an overlooked airplane. Hopefully what we're going to do today is show, my guess is it's a good trainer plane. Abby still is in that nervous stage of, you know, doesn't want to fly anything until I've crashed it. This plane though, I've flown at least 20 times, and I told her, look, it's just super tough. It's easy to fly when you have safe on. So we're going to turn safe on today for Abby, and I think this is going to be like your first real scale airplane with lights.
I flew, you know, the crop duster.
You did fly the crop duster. You've flown the F-15 Eagle, and I can tell you confidently this plane is going to fit right in with those. You're gonna love flying it.
Let's do it.
We're trying something new today. We're letting the back hatch of the car stay opened so Amelia can see us. Kiddo's 18 months old and she loves life. There's no wind. Abby should have safe on. Just point it out there. Just twist it exactly where it is. There you go. Nice. Good job, Abby. You had a nice feel for it. This is a new plane for you. Fast. Yeah, even on 3S, I guess it can be a little fast. That's what I was afraid of. I hear Amelia.
She's fine.
Yeah, she's okay, but she might get a little upset.
No one probably even heard that.
I have like eagle ears for that baby, you know, crying.
I'm in the sky.
You are in the sky with a new plane for you. You've always liked watching this one fly.
And got a name, Elmer.
Elmer.
With a lollipop stuck to it. So I like that headlight.
It looks good.
And the wingtip lights look really good too.
You're flying a little high, but that's okay because you're maidening. I'm at full zoom.
Here's. I don't care if you're at full zoom. Stop narrating your.
I'm telling you. Yeah. This is. See, what I do is I narrate my flight.
I'm not good at narrating things.
And if I'm not narrating my flight, what else? And now I have to swallow my spit.
Stop.
Narrating what I'm doing.
Low for me on a maiden,
That's good. You're doing really good. tell us what you think of flying this Piper.
Well, I've only done a couple passes, but I'm in the air and I'm happy about that. I'm a little nervous about landing it. Always nervous about landing.
We all are. We all get nervous.
I am in full safe. I think Nate said that.
Mm-hmm.
So no loops. Oh, watch out, bird.
Bird.
No loops or anything like that today, but this is going to be a good little plane to
You could
build
throttle up a hair.
confidence.
Just a hair. Good job.
Backseat flying.
I just can hear it. It's really low. Yeah, she was probably around 40% throttle. I just don't want you to tip stall. I think it's a really pretty plane. I love the bright red. It makes orientation great. The bottom of the wing has these red wing splotches on the wingtips, and that's really good for orientation. But then if you're looking, I know, it loves you. If you're looking at the top of the airplane, there's a black mark, which is really like for footing on a real scale plane, because they did model this after a real scale plane. But for the RC, it helps a lot for orientation. I think you could just see it there when Abby passed.
So when I made in planes, what I like to do is just slowly try to get lower and lower, because eventually you're gonna have to land and you're gonna have to get all the way low.
It's a good tip.
That's what I'm just trying to get comfortable. Obviously when I go in for a landing, I take it way farther out, so I have a lot more room to
Abby, you gotta stand close to the camera.
To slow down and to get down on the ground before I run out of runway. So
there's Amelia. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you lucked out. You got a really nice calm day. I'm a little jealous because I would have liked to have packed
well,
3D plane or
you
something.
You have a second battery, so
I'll fly
after we
it.
finish this flight, you can fly off camera.
You know, what I was thinking about doing is teaching everybody how to assign safe to a switch. Yeah. So what I did when I first got this plane, I thought,
like that needs a dedicated video.
You know, maybe, but yeah, maybe we'll do a dedicated video. I did not turn safe on when I first got this plane for myself. I thought, it's going to be docile, easy enough to fly. I've still got AS3X, so I did not even bother with safe. That was a beautiful pass, Abby. But when we got out here, I wanted to turn safe on permanently for Abby, so it's as easy as rebinding the airplane. And I did that, and it's just a different process if you want it on or off. But if you want to assign it to a switch, there's a few things you have to do. So yeah, maybe we'll do a dedicated video for that. Usually flight videos, we don't like to do transmitter stuff. I know Abby's kind of concentrating on kind of her approach that she's going to take. You're going to want to get it in closer to you. Okay. I noticed that you kind of keep stepping away from me.
My eyes, I don't have sunglasses on, and I'm squinting, and I'm just trying to see where my plane is.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see around you.
Gotcha.
Just not as good as you, Nate.
No, you're fine, you're fine. We have a really good system going for when I fly and you're on the camera.
We don't do this system very often.
Not as often, no. That's a good approach. You could commit if you're at zero throttle.
Commit.
Yeah, very good approach.
All right, Elmer.
Hold on, buddy.
Woo!
Nice job, Abby. Nice job.
Let's see the lolly.
There, Amelia.
Oh, I thought that was the plane.
No. She's cheering for you. She's laughing. Listen.
I revved up, and right when I revved up, she screamed.
You thought the plane was like...
Oh, the lollipop. The
lollipop fell off.
Some animal is going to be really happy, and then a bird is going to be happy to find that stick.
Yeah.
I think Nate's decided to try to show me up.
That's not the goal.
He has decided to fly his our other Charge 3S pack on camera for you guys. So, longer video. Hang out with us. Enjoy this beautiful evening. All right, Elmer, hang on tight. Nate's got safe on a switch now.
I do, yeah. So I wanted to show you guys, but it's kind of hard to record the monitor out here. It's easier to record it inside. I did put safe on a switch. It took me, what, 2 minutes?
Less than that.
I've gotten a lot better at it. Safe is still on. It's auto leveling, you know. And let's see here. Turn safe off. And you can test it just by rolling the plane. If it'll do that, safe is off. But we still have what's called AS3X, and that helps keep the plane super stable. No, the goal is not to show you up. It's just kind of to show a little bit of what the plane is capable of on 3S. We recently flew this plane on a 3S and 4S battery to show you really what it's truly capable of. But even on 3S, you can still do some minor snap rolls and a lot of inverted flight, some nice slow rolls. It's just a beautiful plane. Really meant to be flown scale mostly. I like to get it nice and low to the ground because it just looks so good with that green grass, doesn't it?
Elmer's pretty scared.
Oh, I touched a wheel.
Man.
I told you this is such a tough plane. I really like to push my limits a little bit, which is generally how my planes crash now these days. But they all are fixable. Look at that, I love that. So safe is off this whole time. I just feel really comfortable flying this plane. It has become one of my favorite casual flyers. If I don't really feel like showing off a bunch, I just want to throw a plane in the car and come to the field and fly. Whether it's windy or not, this is a go-to plane for me. I know that most people wouldn't say that. Most people want that 100-mile-an-hour jet as their go-to plane or something cool to show off a little bit. Let's see if someone just stopped as they were driving by to watch the plane. It's just a pretty plane to watch fly. And it's kind of a casual flyer. You put a 4S battery in here though and it becomes a sporty plane, and it's not meant to be sporty at all. Let's take it up a little higher. We'll throw a half loop at it, fly a little inverted, see if we can get an outside loop out of that 3S battery. Hit a little pocket of wind up there. Can we get the outside loop? There it is, yeah. Not a good wide loop, but I love those lights like you said, Abby. In person they're so much easier to see than on camera. So Elmer, that's easy to remember because we use Elmer's glue to put our stuff together when it crashes.
No, we use
we don't. Hot glue for us, but Elmer's glue. And I didn't bring my LiPo alarm. I knew Abby would be comfortable flying a 5-minute flight. There's a little rudder on that turn. So I'm just going to fly 5 minutes too on this 3S battery. Love these smart batteries. It's just the perfect setup. When you have your Spectrum radio and you've got smart on there, you can throw a switch. Look, I'll show you guys. We'll put the plane upside down, even fairly low to the ground, and throw the switch, and it did all that. I'm hands-free now.
That's cool. So he was upside down and then threw on safe and it straightened him out.
So here's my upside down, and now I'm throwing the switch, boom, and it did all that. It's holding it steady. I trust the system probably more than I should.
Hey, it works.
It works. It always works.
I love safe.
It's gotten you in the air a lot, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You've flown a lot more things than you ever would have.
Yep.
Today's such a beautiful day for being such an overcast day. My wheels did not touch on that. And then you know what? This plane has flaps too. So I just went full flaps with safe. The crazy thing with safe is I want you to start trying some super low passes like I'm doing, Abby. With
I was trying. Those were my low passes.
Okay. You know, with flaps on, we can slow this thing down like crazy.
My passes on my flight were my slow passes.
That's Amelia saying flight is over, Nathan. Here, let's get one nice slow pass. Oh, too slow. Touchdown. Flaps are up. Safe is off. We'll climb like a rocket. I love the elevator control on this thing. The whole elevator horizontal surface, the control surface, is the elevator.
So cool.
And that you don't see that very often. It's just a unique, nice plane, really. Made very well. Tons of room inside for your batteries. Not that you need a 3200 milliamp battery. These 2200s, I get nice long flight times on them. She's throwing toys out of the car now. All right, Amelia. One more pass for everybody, full throttle.
Oh my goodness.
On a 3S pack, there's full throttle.
Then can book it on 3S.
Yeah, it's even way faster on 4S. And we'll do a half flap, no safe landing.
All right.
Half flaps, 0 throttle. Told you I narrate what I do.
You're really good at it. I'm not.
And we're down.
Good
I
job.
stalled a little bit at the last second, but that's okay.
Good job.
Taxis well too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a really nice turn radius, really tight if you want it to be. And it just looks good, even on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Really like this plane. Well, there you go, Abby. Another notch on your belt of planes you've flown.
It's awesome.
You're experiencing a lot of RC aviation this year. I'm really happy. It excites me. And now you know, hey, I can fly that. If I want to fly it, I will.
Let's get a look at Elmer.
Elmer, is he still in one piece?
He is looking as cool as ever in those shades.
We may not know what day of the week it is, but we know we can come out here and have some fun flying at the field. It makes me so happy to know that our local park has opened back up, where Abby and I drive our trucks. So we'll have some four-wheeled vehicles on the ground a little bit more often than what we have been.
But I do like our crawler course we made over here.
I do too, yeah. So a little variety, little silver lining. Some good news came from the park being closed. We got a little more creative. Yeah, I said it in the last video, and I think this is where I stand on this plane. It's an awesome, wonderful plane. If you're wanting to try something that's different, not a 3D plane, not a warbird, this might be perfect for you. It's an overlooked airplane. I think that when you're scrolling through the airplanes on the website, on any website, and everything that there is to offer, and you see this, it's probably one you'd easily overlook. And I'm here to tell you, you probably shouldn't overlook it. It is worth your time, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. I haven't even heard, a lot of times when I do a jet video or something, I get an overwhelming amount of comments that'll say, yeah, Nate, I agree with you, or I 90% agree with you. There's, you know, one thing I don't agree with. But there really hasn't been much said about this plane. So I'm really dying to hear from someone in the comments that also owns this. Am I crazy? Is it an amazing plane? It's like it's a sleeper plane. Like
I don't think you're crazy. I enjoyed my flight with it a lot.
I'd like to hear some other people pick this up. It's not a bad price. We'll have a link in the description box below. What's that beeping?
I don't know. It's super like piercing, and it's getting louder.
Yeah. Well, we are on an industrial loop up here, so it could be anything. Anyway, all the good stuff will be linked below. If you would like to know what we're flying our plane on, our batteries, our radio and stuff, we'll link all that down there for you guys, so you can get the exact same setup that we have and fly similarly to us. If you want to support our channel, we have a Patreon page linked down there. And we thank you guys very much. You get some cool stickers to slap on your planes, just like we have on this one. We've got our power patch up front here, which definitely helped us both stay in the air today, and RC stickers on the side. Love those power patch stickers. We haven't really been talking about them too much lately. Too many other negative distractions in the world, but it's time to focus on some positive and get things in the air. And for all of that, I thank God. I thank God for giving us this beautiful day. This was not supposed to be in the agenda for today.
The sun wasn't even supposed to come out.
No, I mean, yeah, we've got the overcast there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is so awesome. It just makes the plane look perfect. It pops when you're flying. It looks good on camera, we know, but it looks even better in real life.
Very blessed day, huh?
Yeah, it's really awesome. I'm so glad you agreed to come out and fly this. I push Abby all the time to try and do different things with the RC world, and you wouldn't have to do that, so I appreciate you giving it a shot and letting everybody know that even a more beginner kind of mindset can fly this too. So, oh yeah, I'm a happy camper. As I mentioned, all those amazing Patreon supporters, there are some top tier Patreon supporters that are scrolling by right about now. I want to say huge thanks to you guys, everyone that supports us, whether you're a Patreon supporter or you just watched all the way through the video and you hit like. Thank you so much. Even the dislikes, thank you. Lets us know if we're doing it right or wrong, so we appreciate it. Before you go completely, I would like you to watch my windy day 3S and 4S flight of this. We just did it about a week ago. It's a great flight, I think. Really shows you what it's capable of on 4S. That video is popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.